Now, you leave everything, what you think your kid's gonna do? You think your kid's gonna be as frugal and as thrifty and as miserly as you? Now, you made all that money now. You.
Am I satisfied?
Okay.
I'm satisfied with my career. And I remember, you guys every night. And I was one of those type of athletes.
So why do you think some of the things that have
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s unexpected disappearance from the public eye has fueled major speculation throughout the sports world. Famous for his non-stop social media activity and larger-than-life personality, his sudden silence has arrived at a highly unusual moment. It comes only days after Shannon Sharpe made explosive remarks that rapidly spread across the internet. Fans, commentators, and industry insiders are now wondering whether his absence is a deliberate attempt to avoid growing scrutiny or a signal that more serious issues could be developing behind the scenes.
So unique because he fought, he fought Pacquiao, he fought you, he fought Gotti, he fought Corrales, he fought Ricky Hatton. He's fought so many, and all these guys, a lot of these guys had titles at the time or were former world champions like yourself. What makes him so unique?
His pedigree. Look, I'm good friends with his father. The best trainer I've ever had.
Wow.
By far. He is, well, except for the professor who trained me for the Chavez fight when I beat Chavez in 1996. But Floyd Sr. is the best trainer I've ever had. He's a teacher. And that's what Floyd Jr. grew up with. He grew up with a teacher who disciplined him to be the very, very best. And I love his patience. I love the fact that he's a...
In 2017, Shannon Sharpe publicly criticized Mayweather's handling of his finances, setting off widespread discussion about the boxer's wealth and spending habits. His remarks followed reports claiming Mayweather had sought relief from the IRS over a significant tax matter, despite regularly displaying extraordinary wealth on social media. Sharpe argued that this apparent contradiction raised important concerns about financial discipline and whether the public image of endless riches truly matched reality.
Could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. You love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Sharpe made his position clear without holding anything back, showing obvious frustration with Mayweather's financial decisions. He highlighted the inconsistency of publicly flashing enormous stacks of cash while reportedly postponing major financial obligations. To Sharpe, the issue extended beyond money alone. It involved responsibility, accountability, and the example being presented to fans who admire elite athletes as role models.
Could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. You love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an
Mayweather responded by defending himself, maintaining that he had already paid tens of millions of dollars in taxes and insisting the media had created a misleading narrative. He stressed that many people judge his financial status without understanding the complete situation. Even so, Sharpe continued criticizing Mayweather's career choices, especially arguing that fights such as the crossover matchup with Conor McGregor were driven more by financial rewards than genuine sporting competition.
That uppercut, flush, and Floyd kept coming. I think Conor knew he was in trouble.
Floyd has a chin. I've told you before, he's got a chin.
And McGregor doesn't punch as hard as you thought he did. And
nope, he does. That's
Skip,
where you're wrong.
And I told you about the gloves. It's a difference. Dana said, well, you could feel his knuckles. I said, when you get those hands wrapped, he's not going to feel any knuckles. Skip, this might have been one of Mayweather's best performances.
It was. Agreed.
For the simple fact is, he had a 175-pound heavy bag in front of him with no head movement. Really, yeah, he was unorthodox with his stances, but I knew in a million years he was never going to beat Floyd Mayweather, Skip, because he's not a boxing tactician. He had too wide of a base. In the MMA, Skip, you need a wide base to guard against leg strike and takedowns. So he had a wide base. He had too much, he was too square on.
Sharpe's criticism reaches far beyond Mayweather personally. He believes Mayweather's influence has helped transform modern boxing into a business-focused sport, where preserving an undefeated record often becomes more important than accepting genuine competitive challenges. In Sharpe's view, That change has reduced the sport's excitement, as fans increasingly want to see elite fighters face one another without hesitation.
Stomach, chest. As a boxer, you got to be like this. You want to make the target as narrow as possible. And for Floyd to do what he did, he was just like, okay, give me your best shot. Put that rope-a-dope on it like the Rumble in the Jungle Skip. You remember Zaire? Give me all you got. Conor was just throwing all those shots. And then come round 4 and 5, Joe, I thought I was at the club. All them Jello shots Conor was passing out because they had nothing on them. Jello shot, hey Conor, let me get one of them tangerine Jello shots because there ain't nothing to it. And Floyd walked through it, hit it, power shot after power shot. Skip, he wasn't doing nothing pretty, nothing, no peekaboo, no shoulder roll, straight right hands to his dome like I told you he would. Now remember, I'm gonna run shoot this man. He too small, you effed. You should have.
During an intense conversation on Club Shay Shay, Stephen A. Smith presented a different viewpoint by comparing Mayweather with Michael Jordan. Smith argued that both competitors possessed the rare ability to dominate opponents so thoroughly that world-class competition appeared ordinary. He contrasted them with LeBron James, suggesting that although LeBron wins consistently, Jordan and Mayweather mentally break their opponents before finishing the job.
That Mayweather fought, he made him look like it was 5 years too late.
Right.
And that's the greatness of him.
Yes.
You look at the champions that this man beat and made them look mundane in beating them.
Right. You talk about Mayweather, right?
Mayweather.
I would say the same about Jordan, but that's a different.
Oh, there you go. No.
I mean, I'm glad that you heard that. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. You know, because Jordan will make you look like you're less than what you are.
Like before Scotty?
LeBron would beat you.
I know he ain't.
But MJ would make you look like less.
Mayweather has personally explained the strategy behind his fighting style, especially during his bout against Conor McGregor. He revealed that he intentionally allowed McGregor to enjoy early success in order to wear him out. That patient approach eventually produced a late stoppage victory, highlighting Mayweather's exceptional boxing intelligence. A similar display of dominance came in his fight with Canelo Alvarez, where even Oscar de la Hoya admitted the young Canelo simply was not prepared for that level of competition.
Canelo, do not fight Floyd because you're too young. You have no experience.
Right. Well, but he's a much bigger man.
He is, but he's 21 years old, flexing his muscles like I can take on Floyd. I'm the very best. Guess what? You got schooled. You got schooled.
Pitched the shutout.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't even close.
You promoted Floyd.
I did promote Floyd, yeah. And you know, he was, the time when he was making the, I think it was a Showtime contract, $30-40 million. Yeah, we promoted all those fights.
Right.
You know, great experience for us. It was, you know, it put...
Even with an undefeated record and numerous world championships, Mayweather continues to rank among the most divisive figures in sports history. His self-confidence, extravagant lifestyle, and outspoken character have earned him both praise and criticism. Although many admire everything he accomplished inside the ring, others find it difficult to relate to the image he presents outside of it.
Mayweather was trying to give y'all the fights, and everybody starts saying that this guy was too old, this guy was too that. Floyd Mayweather starts saying F all of y'all. F the belts, F you, F everything. I'm taking y'all to the bank, I'm robbing y'all. Belts does nothing but collect dust, money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated. I train all day long, and I'm doing this to try to be one of the greats. Forget that, I'm gonna do it for me. He became one of the most selfish fighters you'll ever hear. That's why I never blamed Floyd. When y'all hear me say the Floyd Mayweather effect, a lot of Floyd Mayweather fans, you ain't on Mayweather already. No, I'm talking about the effect. Floyd Mayweather is an all-time great fighter, but people grab the wrong things because most people aren't about hard work and dedication anyway. That's why to be great is rare. Most people try to find that shortcut, and they only saw Floyd's shortcut.
Much of the criticism directed toward Mayweather focuses on his public displays of wealth along with his past controversies. Some people consider his lifestyle excessive, particularly during periods when many supporters are dealing with financial hardship. In addition, his legal history has influenced the way the public views him. Mike Tyson has discussed those challenges, suggesting that tremendous success can leave athletes isolated and make it harder to recognize who their genuine friends really are.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend, and everybody, I hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, you know. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but
Mayweather has also spoken about feeling misunderstood, saying many people judge him without ever knowing the full story behind his life. He credited his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., with teaching him discipline through demanding training methods. He also reflected on the losses he experienced as an amateur, explaining that those setbacks motivated him to eventually build an undefeated professional record. His showdown with Manny Pacquiao still stands as one of the highest-grossing events in boxing history.
Mayweather was the highest paid athlete in the world, and you won't believe why. Early in his career, Floyd partnered with a fight promoter where he was making $3 million a fight, but he wasn't satisfied. He thought he could make way more with pay-per-view and wanted out of his contract. So he bet on himself and paid his manager $750,000 to get out. And you won't believe what happened next, so drop a follow. This would prove to be a huge win for Floyd, and after going independent, he made nearly $1 billion and became the highest.
Outside the ring, Mayweather has created a massive financial empire through branding opportunities and investments. His business portfolio includes real estate purchases along with continued business expansion, showing how successfully he has leveraged his name beyond boxing. Those ventures have helped him remain among the world's wealthiest athletes, even after stepping away from professional competition.
Mayweather for a reason. The boxing superstar has earned over $1 billion in his career, enough to buy a small country, and he spent it on private jets, diamond watches, and mansions bigger than some shopping malls. But then, rumors came out that he had spent it all. So how did Mayweather bounce back from broke allegations with a business empire that looks stronger?
In the end, Floyd Mayweather's story combines success, controversy, strategy, and public image into one complicated legacy. Some regard him as a mastermind who conquered both boxing and business, while others continue questioning whether the persona he presents truly reflects reality. The discussion remains ongoing. Is his lifestyle inspirational, excessive, or simply misunderstood? The answer depends on individual perspective, but one fact remains undeniable: his influence on boxing and sports culture cannot be ignored.